Hello buddy, welcome back to another video. And this video I'm going to be showing you everything that has been added to Minecraft Snapshot 21w08a. If you like Minecraft Snapshot videos just like this one, then make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future Snapshot live streams, which I'm doing right now as well, or other Minecraft videos. So as I said, I'm currently doing a live stream, so there won't be any editing in this video, but I'll show you everything that has been added or changed actually in this snapshot, because there are lots of changes here. So let's just get into it by joining a new world. And actually Minecraft's a bit laggy here, I don't know why. I don't know if that's just for me or if that's for everybody, but let's just get started. 21w08a, let's go into creative and quickly do these as well. Will only take a couple of seconds. Don't worry, we'll be right here. Be able to go into the world. There we go, got everything done, and let's create the new world as well. So the title of this snapshot is Cobbled Together Deeply, which, well, is of course a reference to the caves. There have been lots of changes to the caves in this snapshot, and I'll try to go over all of them. So let's just wait until the snapshot has loaded, or the world has loaded actually. Let's see, thank you all so much for joining into the live stream as well. People here from the live stream, and thank you for the donation. I also heard a donation there.
$5 through Super Chat. And I have a shout out.
Shout out! Yes, shout out to Spencer Durbin in the center of a snapshot video. Congratulations. He donated over $170, I think. That's insane in the stream. But now let's go over to the snapshot live stream itself as well, or snapshot video I mean. So they tweaked the cave sizes, so let's just get into spectator mode. Let's also quickly change some controls, because I had some stuff happen during the live stream where I had to change my controls. So let's quickly switch all of that back so we can move freely here. There we go. Okay, and now let's go underground and let's see what has changed here. Also make sure that we're not in F5, because yeah, there we go, that one won't really work. And let's give ourselves some night vision with the effect command, of course. So here we go, night vision, and let's make it so we can't see the particles as well. There we go. That was a very strange bug on the screen, I don't know what that was. So yeah, there it is again. What is that? Ah, it's my face. Yeah, I wasn't I was still in F5. Okay. So they tweaked the cave sizes is what it says over here. So yeah, I feel like there are definitely like different cave sizes here as well. And yeah, it's just all been tweaked a little bit. Next up is canyons and cave carvers now apply below y is 0. Yes, so we can see that as well. So we can see different types of caves below y is 0. So this is at y is minus 34. And we can see the different types of caves from normal Minecraft as well, along with these new types of caves. So that's nice, they added that as well. And cracks can now be carved. Cracks can now be found carved into the ground. So let's go back up to the surface, and we should see cracks in the ground is what it's saying. So I feel like that's something similar to ravines, but yeah, let's just fly around and see if we can see something like this happening. So yeah, I feel like that's just same as like normal caves interacting with the surface, and also ravines, right? So I feel like there's just more of that happening now. Like, here we go. Here's another ravine. I think that's more what they're meaning. Then the name of Grimstone has been changed. So for this, let's go into creative mode. So now it's called Deepslate instead of Grimstone. And so this is true for all different types of Grimstone. You also see something happening here already, which we'll get into later. But yes, all of these are called Deepslate instead of Grimstone. So now they're called Deepslate. We have to get used to that now as well. And then, of course, yes, as I already said, they added the Deepslate ores. So this is not anything different from normal ores, but it's just another way of, well, just a new way of seeing the ores, right? So this happened for gold, for iron, for lapis, diamond, and redstone. And let's actually place them next to the normal ores. So if we search for ore, we can see all the normal types of ores and all the new types of ores. So let's get the new ones in here as well, or no, the old ones actually. So let's grab all of those. I feel like, yeah, there's diamond then again, and redstone. And let's place these on top of the Deepslate ores. I wanted to say Grimstone there, but cool. They are now called Deepslate, of course. So there we go. So that's just a new texture for the type of ore. I will mine it with a pickaxe, so you can see that actually isn't anything different. It's just that there's a different texture now for ores. There's 2 different textures for these 5 types of ores. Let's go into survival, and you'll see that if you mine these, there we go. It will just drop the block for iron and gold, and it will drop lapis for lapis, and diamonds for diamonds, and redstone for redstone. There we go. That's just normal, that's just a different texture. And of course, these new textures will generate at the bottom of the world. So when there's Grimstone around it, it will generate as a Grimstone ore, as you can see right here. I still say Grimstone, it should say Deepslate. Deepslate, yes. Grimstone is just etched into my mind right now. So the Deepslate ores will generate below y is 0, and the normal ores will generate above y is 0. And next up we have the distribution of ores has been changed. So last we got a beautiful picture of how the distribution of ores is, and it has now been changed as well. So and still not final, so I'll try to get a picture on the screen quickly as well so you can see what's happening. So let me get into this and let's do a screen capture. There we go. So this is the ore distribution as it is right now in 21w08a. So in the mountains, this is how the emeralds generates, and here the width is how much of it generates, and the height is where it generates. And on the side here you can see where the Y level of where it generates. So we have coal here, we have more coal, we have emeralds, we have iron. They can generate in the mountains when they get added. And down here we have copper, we have gold, lapis, diamonds as well. And it says reduced air exposure on top of it, so we have to mine to get them instead of just seeing them in the caves. So you'll see them less in the caves, that's nice. And there's also smaller blobs of iron all the way down here. More redstone as well here as well. And so this is the new ore generation in 21w08a. Once again, not final. Let's get back quickly. There we go. So then andesite no longer generates under y is 0. Yeah, so in the previous snapshot we saw only andesite being able to generate below y is 0, which was a very strange sight to see. But now these patches have also disappeared below y is 0. And Tuff now sometimes generates below y is 0 as well. So yes, here for example we see a whole lot of Tuff generate below y is 0. There's no like geode here, but there is Tuff, so that now can also happen. Along with the Deepslate, some Tuff can generate as well. And the top layer of amethyst geodes has been replaced by a new type of stone called smooth basalt. Okay, let's go over to an amethyst then, and let's see that happen. So right here we have an amethyst, and now there's a new block here. Let's actually go into creative. And we have this block over here, which is the smooth basalt block. So this is a new block in Minecraft, and it will generate around the amethyst geode. Let's see if it has any other properties. Search for basalt. No, there's just normal basalt, polished basalt, and smooth basalt. Let's also check with a crafting table to see if we can craft the smooth basalt with normal basalt or not. I feel like we can. I feel like we just got the recipe. Let's see. So smooth, no, just polished basalt. Okay, no. We can only make polished basalt with normal basalt. And there's no way of currently obtaining the smooth basalt other than just getting it from the amethyst geodes. Oh no, actually it's obtained by smelting basalt. I'm stupid. It was just really just the next line of the patch notes. So let's grab a furnace and let's put in these basalt. There we go. And let's get some coal as well. And then we can see that if we smelt some of this basalt, it will turn into the smooth version, which makes sense because it's the same thing as for cobblestone turns into smooth stone by just smelting it. So there we go. Here we'll get some smooth basalt. There it is. Awesome. And next up, another round of tweaking has been done to the new textures of ores and blackstone. Okay, so let's go back up to the surface so we can see this change. We already saw a couple of changes, of course, when we put down the Deepslate ores, but let's just now put all of the different ores down so you can actually see all the differences. So I already saw copper being a bit different, so we'll see that here as well. let's go into ore and let's grab all the ones that are not the deep slate ore. So yeah, there's definitely something different about the copper. And yeah, iron has changed definitely as well, along with gold. So there we go. Let's actually grab another gold ore as well, because originally the gold ore was shaped just like the nether gold ore, but that's no longer the case. So let's place all of these down. I feel like this is more like the old iron texture now, the previous iron texture actually. And copper looks completely different. I actually like it a lot. There we go. And emerald, I feel like emerald, yeah, it's also changed. Okay, so we have the gold that has been changed to this one. We have some more rocks in it. The iron is more like stripes now. The copper has the green part of the copper in here as well, along with just the orange parts. You can see both the green part and the orange part of the copper in here. Coal is toned down a little bit more, I think. And in this update they also changed the lapis and emerald textures, which previously they had left unchanged because they were already different. But these are now different as well. The diamond ore textures is still exactly the same. I feel like redstone hasn't changed much as well. Maybe a little bit of touching up, but nothing major. And then we have emeralds here as well, which I like a lot. You can actually see like a gemstone in here maybe. Yeah, I like the new emerald texture. I like them. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you like these new ore textures. I think they're fine. Of course, they'll tweak them more in the future as well in future snapshots. But for now, I think these are fine. Also said they changed the blackstone blocks a little bit. They also did that last snapshot, but I don't think there's anything major going on here. Let's just grab the 4 main blocks and we can see if there's anything especially different to them. I don't really think so. No, I can't see like any immediate differences here, but it's just some little touch-ups to these 4 different types of blocks. And let's see, mine shafts now generate once again in open air and caves. So yeah, they changed it so mine shafts only generated in like stone, but now they can generate in open air again as well. So if you can see that, I don't think so. There's actually lots of mine shafts I think here. At least I see one here and I saw one before as well. But no, I don't think we can immediately see that. But now they can actually generate in the open air again as well. So that's nice. Nice to see. Particles now appear in the air around spore blossoms. Ah, right. Because spore blossoms did emit particles. But now they emit particles around it as well, I believe. So let's see that. Let's grab a spore blossom. Let's place it down and we see how many particles we get from this. So we just have the normal particles. And then around it we should see particles as well, like around in the cave. Yeah, look at that. There's particles all the way down here. So that's nice. The particles like expanded a bit. So they're not only at the spore blossom, but they're around in the cave as well. That's nice. And then next we have slime blocks and honey blocks have been moved to the redstone tab of the inventory. So now when you pick on redstone, you will also see slime blocks and honey blocks here. Let's see, there's a couple more things here. So yeah, Grimstone is now called Deepslate, and there's also a new top texture to Deepslate. I almost want to say Grimstone, but now it's Deepslate. So they changed the top texture. So the side textures are more like tiles, but the top texture is a bit more smooth now. You still can't rotate it, so there's still this one rotation here, but yeah, this works very well, I think. Works very well as a texture. The Cobbled variant is the same, but with the top texture, and is used to craft all Deepslate variants instead. Okay, so they added a new block called Cobbled Deepslate. Right, so it just works the same as a normal stone now. So this is the original Grimstone texture, and this is the new texture. And if you mine this in survival, let's grab another diamond pickaxe. If you mine the Deepslate, I've probably said Grimstone too many times in this video already, but that's pretty logical, right? So mine the Deepslate, you will get Cobbled Deepslate for it, or a massive lag spike. Whoa, okay, I think the game just crashed. Okay, yeah, this can happen in snapshots, of course, that the game can crash. Let's hope the computer didn't crash, because that would be very bad. Okay, game crashed. Let me try to boot it back up. I've never had it happen in a snapshot video before, but there we go. Just yeah, just another point that you should be very careful when playing in the snapshots, because it can always crash. They are very unstable. So I won't try to mine any more Deepslate because, yeah, now there will be a black screen for it crashed. I've never had that happen before. That's very strange. But just know, if you would be able to mine Deepslate, it would drop the Cobbled Deepslate, and from that you can make all the different variants. So let's try to boot this up again. It should have a screen in a second, hopefully. Let's hope the game doesn't crash when I get back into the same world. We'll see what happens though. Let's see. Yeah, and I think that was pretty much it as well. But let's just get back in there quickly. Hopefully not crash again once we load back in. Here we go. Please don't crash. Have my fingers very crossed at the moment. But of course, yeah, as I said, when you're playing in the snapshots, make sure you make backups before you start your worlds in the new snapshots, because they are very unstable and you could crash them very quickly. Whoa, I actually got reset back to all the way over here. Okay, well that works. To the last save probably. Okay, then let's grab a stone cutter as well, so I can show you that you can use the cobbled Deepslate to make all different variants. So cobbled Deepslate and a stone cutter. Let's put it in here, and you'll see you can be able to make the chiseled Deepslate and the cobbled Deepslate. It's a bit strange because you can't make the, let's see, Deepslate. No, you can't make the bricks with this. That's a bit strange. At least not in a stone cutter. Let's try the crafting table. Maybe we can, because in the previous video, you in the previous snapshot, I should say this correctly, you were able to make the polished Grimstone we can make here. But yeah, also no bricks yet or tiles. You can't make those just yet. Then one last change is that the Deepslate ores they've added. So let's grab one of those. Let's grab the gold one, for example. They are twice as hard to mine than the normal ores, so you might have noticed that before when I mined them, that these take twice as long to break than the normal ore. So let's see that again here. If we break the normal ore, it takes this amount of time. This takes way longer, as you can see right there. And then there's also 3 bug fixes in this snapshot. First of all, rooted dirt footstep sounds are considerably louder than normal dirt footstep sounds. They've changed the sounds of the rooted dirt, okay, sure. Geodes can no longer generate floating in caves, and the old cave styles now also generate below Y0, as we saw before already as well. But there we go, that's everything that has been changed, added and fixed in Minecraft Snapshot 21w08a. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so don't miss any future Minecraft Snapshot videos. But there we go, I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank my tier 3 member, the Smikkelaar. Thank you so much for becoming a tier 3 member. I want to see you all in the next video or in the next Minecraft Snapshot livestream or video. So until then, bye bye!